The boy's lungs burned as his legs pounded the cracked pavement, dodging trash bins and puddles, the angry voice of the bakery owner echoing behind him. "Thief! Get back here!" Jamal didn't look back. The half-stale baguette clenched tightly in his fist was warm against his chest, warm like shame. But shame didn't feed you. Shame didn't fill your little sister's belly when your mom was working the night shift. Again, shame didn't matter when the cupboards were bare. He turned the corner into an alley he knew too well. The city was a patchwork of broken things. Fences, streetlights, homes. But to Jamal, it was just home. He slumped behind a dumpster, panting, the bread torn in half and stuffed into his backpack. His stomach groaned. He took a bite. It was dry and rough, but better than empty. He was only 13, but life had already knocked most of the light out of his eyes. His mother, Carla, worked 2 jobs, cleaning offices in the morning and waiting tables at night. She was fierce and tired and loved him harder than the city allowed. That night, Carla didn't ask where the bread came from. She just looked at him, really looked, and said, "You can't steal your way to a better life, baby. You hear me?" He nodded, but he didn't hear. Not then. 3 years later, Jamal stood in the school principal's office, another fight, another suspension. His mother stood beside him, weary and angry, but when the principal left the room to take a call, she turned to Jamal and said something that changed everything. "I love you, but I'm done saving you from your choices. I'm working 2 jobs, and I still show up for you. It's time you show up for yourself." She didn't yell. She didn't cry. That scared Jamal more than anything. That week, instead of hanging with the street boys, he showed up to school. Then he showed up again. And again. It was hard. His grades were trash. Teachers didn't expect much. But one of them noticed, Mr. Dawson, the science teacher with a soft spot for underdogs. "You've got potential," Mr. Dawson said one afternoon, handing Jamal a copy of the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. "You just need one thing, discipline. Not motivation. Motivation fades. Discipline stays." Jamal didn't even know what discipline really meant. But he read that book like it was scripture. Then he read another. And another. He stopped skipping class. He set an alarm. He did push-ups in his room. He made a daily schedule. Felt stupid at first, but slowly, day by day, his world began to shift. He wasn't the smartest in class. Not by a long shot. But he was the most consistent. By senior year, Jamal was unrecognizable. He was no longer the scrawny bread thief. He was a disciplined young man, grades up, body stronger, mind clearer. He still lived in the same neighborhood, still shared a bedroom with his sister, still heard gunshots outside his window sometimes. But he had a vision now. He applied to college, not because he believed he'd get in, but because Mr. Dawson pushed him to. And when the letter came in April, Jamal stared at it for a full hour before opening it. Accepted. Full scholarship. Mechanical engineering. He dropped the envelope and cried. His sister screamed with joy. His mom just held him and whispered, "I knew you had it in you." 5 years later, Jamal stood on stage, a crisp suit hugging his tall frame. He was delivering the commencement speech at his college graduation. The same kid who once ran from a bakery was now being celebrated for academic excellence. He looked out over the sea of faces and said, "People talk about talent or luck, but talent without discipline is wasted. And luck, that's just timing. Discipline is the real magic. Discipline is what gets you up when motivation dies. Discipline is what builds the bridge between dreams and reality." He paused, his voice catching. "I didn't come from money. I didn't have the best schools or safest streets. But I had a mother who believed in me, and I made a choice to show up every single day, even when I didn't feel like it. And that made all the difference." Jamal would go on to build a mentorship program for kids in rough neighborhoods like his, not to save them, but to teach them how to save themselves with structure, routine, focus, and grit. Because he knew now, more than ever, that discipline is the bridge to success.